Great, fabulous. This has become a very important grassroots movement. And
Right.
Now let's hear a little bit more. Sabrina, tell us a little bit more about what you hope to achieve, in gaining, in advancing the initiative here.
Sure. Basically, I think as a group, our mission is just to get everyone to come on board and just to help out and help the people of Darfur defend the people who cannot defend themselves. And I think I'm speaking on behalf of everyone.
Absolutely. Okay, now let's get a little bit of a perspective of what began. How did this begin? How did this conflict begin? How did the genocide begin? When did it begin? Give us an education. Some people, believe it or not, don't know, and you all could just jump in any order that you like.
Well, I mean, it would take us a while if we went to give just a quick snippet for people. In February of 2003, a government convoy was passing through the Darfur region, and for a long period of time, the people, the ethnic Africans in Darfur, felt they were being neglected by the government in Khartoum.
So this is a Sudanese convoy
Right,
is passing
going through, and the people that are ethnic to that area, ethnic Africans, the government is controlled by a Muslim-based government, that are Arab-based government. They're all Muslims, and in this particular situation, the rebel groups were feeling frustrated by their lack of voice in Khartoum, and they attacked a convoy in February of 2003. And as a result of that, the government unleashed the Janjaweed. And Janjaweed in ethnic terms means devil on horseback. And that's exactly what they are, because since 2003 they've been going through and murdering people. And currently there are 450,000 people that have been murdered, another 2.5 million have been displaced. 450,000 people have been killed. Conservative estimates say over 200,000, but we know from our research that it's closer to 450,000 people that have been killed.
How are they killed? What's the method? I saw some of the children's drawings, and I hate to get so gruesome, but I think that we just have to understand what's happening. I mean, is it not a machete that somebody will come and take a machete and
It's barbarism.
chop a person until they
worst.
stop moving?
It's the most inhumane treatment of human beings to other human beings that you can ever comprehend. People being thrown into pits, children being thrown alive into pits of fire, open fire pits. People slaughtered with machetes, shot, defenseless people being shot. The stories that you read, some of the first-hand accounts that you read and hear, make you shudder, really.
Now, in all of our religions, we believe that man is created in the image of God, but this is not even a case of inhumanity. This is absolutely demonic to do this to another person. Now, what is it they want? They want that this is all retaliation for one event of one particular militia in one particular spot in this huge territory that struck out against a convoy.
I wish there were simpler. I wish we could make it that simple, or we could really come to an understanding.
What do you
go ahead?
I don't think there's a concrete answer. You can ask yourself why, but to tell you the truth, I don't think we can answer why. And I wish you could, because then we could solve the problem. But you have to understand why first, and we can't understand or comprehend what's going on there.
You say it's Muslim. This is Muslims killing Muslims.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the black Muslims, the people that are more indigenous to the area.
Right.
They are a different kind of Muslim, or Muslim/animist, or how does that work? Did you get into any of that in your
No,
investigation?
I mean, I've never heard, religion playing any kind of a factor or role. It's when it's been defined or described, it's been really the Arabs murdering the ethnic Africans that you just described, are indigenous to the land.
The Arabs are mostly in the north, correct?
Yeah, and they control the government.
Where the money is and revenue from China and Russia coming in from the oil.
Okay. So it doesn't seem like it's just a response from that. It seems more calculated than that. Let's roll it back to what were some of the injustices that were happening in the country before this one militia struck the convoy, as you said. What were the inequities? What was going on in the country before the genocide happened?
Somebody else want to take that?
I think a lot of the money that's coming in from China and from Russia It's not going to the people where it belongs for food, for shelter, for clothing. It's not being given and spread out equally to the people that deserve it and need it. Rather, it's going in their pockets of citizens, even of Khartoum, and the centralized government, the government officials, and not the citizens who need it to live and wake up every morning.
Okay, so is it fair to say that it's gone to the Arab of the north, of the Khartoum, and not to the blacks of the south? Is that a fair?
Well, in this case, they'd be in the west. Darfur is in the westernmost province.
But it has gone to the olive-skinned people, not the black people. I'm trying to get a clarity on this.
Right, and don't forget, there's also another. I mean, there was a 20-year civil war prior to this. But to go back and try to dissect that, in reference to this, would really complicate the whole situation that much more, I think, for your viewers.
Okay, but regardless of what happened then, we're talking about genocide here, which has been defined as such by Colin Powell back in 2004.
Yeah, September of 2004.
All right, and we're going to have to. We're running out of town. Running out of town. That was a Freudian slip. We're running out of time. And I'd like to invite you again for another segment, if you will, so we could continue this conversation, because we've really just scratched the surface.
Certainly.
So thank you once again, Tim Salem, the assistant principal from Danbury High School. We have here Sabrina Worth, Alicia Rashid, and we have Max Delahanty. Thank you so very much for being here on Rabbi Rock, and thank you for the work that you've done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
for having us.
מזמור שיר חנוכת הבית לדוד ארום ממך אשר כי תניתני ולא שמחת יבלי עד השם אלוקי שבעתי לך ותרבני Hashem Tamin Sol Nafsi Itani Yadivor Itani Yadivor Itani Yadivor Baruch Hashem Hasidon